When I arrived to Jacksonville, North Carolina in the December of 1995, I was a young naval officer and I was pumped up. Getting acclimated to the new area, I was taking full advantage of interacting with people, just kind of giving me a lay of the land. But literally within the first couple of weeks, I got a message that let me know that racism may not always change, but sometimes it changes signs in terms of how it's displayed. And it was this stark warning that I got that changed how I moved greatly. For those of you who've never served in the military, it's not uncommon that when you get to a new duty station that you want to get acclimated to the area. So what happens is that usually when you're the new officer or new enlisted, you're going to probably run into people who are going to take it upon themselves to let you know the lay of the land, let you know where the safe spots are, the dangerous spots are, place where you can go shop, get groceries, whether you can go get cars, whatever the case may be. So, of course, when I found myself in Jacksonville, North Carolina in December of 1995, I went through this similar experience where everyone was eager to provide me insight so that I have a better idea as to how to effectively navigate the area. Interestingly enough, though, when I was there within the first couple of weeks, I ran into a senior non-commissioned officer, another black senior non-commissioned officer. I was a young lieutenant myself, and he came up to me and he asked me a very simple question. He said, "Do you have a car and do you drive around?" And when I said yes, he then came and said something very interesting to me. He said to me, "When you are driving through this one particular county here in North Carolina, make sure you drive the speed limit." Now, I've driven through places before, so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I've dealt with speed traps. He took it a step further. He said, in recent years, within the last decade or so, this particular county had a sign that literally said, "This county, home of the Ku Klux Klan." When he shared that statement with me, it hit hard. There is this presumption that once we got past the 70s and we moved to this integrated, desegregated society, that a lot of the institutional and atrocities related to racism we'd like to believe is in the past. We do recognize there were some remnants of it, but it was interesting that that was the point that he wanted me to be aware of, because he wanted me to be mindful of the fact that, hey, listen, there are parts of this country where those attitudes are still prevalent. And the fact that there was a sign that literally lauded a particular group and was only recently removed, he wanted me to be mindful of the fact that there was still an area that if you are not careful, you may put yourself in harm's way because there were still hostilities that were present. But it's important for you to remember, I didn't just merely rely solely on what he said. I didn't